Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls. It is currently part 29 for my first build, and it is still the 13th of October 2017 as I'm recording this. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, Doomlink, weren't you going to change to the Ornstein set and, use it from this point on? Yes, I was going to do that until I realised that I can't actually upgrade the fucking thing. Looking at the stats, I did not even conceive of the possibility that I wouldn't be able to upgrade it. That was something that I forgot, clearly. The memory slipped my mind, and yeah, wow. So it's actually really shit, after all. It does not compare to a Twinkling Titanite armor set that has been fully upgraded. It simply does not. So, yeah, it has less poise and less defense than this set, so, yeah, not going to use it. It's rather upsetting, and I also found out that we can actually warp to the previous bonfire as well. So I said that you couldn't warp to it thinking, there's no way they'd make that warpable. Well, no, they made it warpable, so that's kind of how that works. We're going to continue into the DLC area here. Sometimes I just run through it because I'm too lazy, but I did level up to soul level 80. For your information, I was soul level 79 during part 28, so I didn't exactly level up a lot. I just kind of slowly continued along the 70s until I got to 80 without really, trying to level up. I wasn't farming souls or anything like that. I just kind of leveled up whenever I had a decent number of souls, and that's just kind of how I got up to 80. Didn't do any specific farming or anything like that for souls, so yeah, these guys are really easy to kill. It's just in a big group, they're kind of annoying to deal with, so yeah. I'm just going to go hang around here. This is essentially, I don't necessarily want to tell you this because, it's a bit tiresome. It's obvious for me, and it's kind of boring to talk about because it's just natural for me at this point, but yeah, this is basically the Darkroot Forest in the past, and a long time in the past. A long time ago in the past, anyway. Be careful of this guy. Even if you've got a good shield, he's going to mess around with you a little bit, so yeah, just try to be sensible with him. You can see that, you have to keep a distance from him even when he slams down his thing and you think you've dodged it. It's because once it's stuck in the ground, he will do a big shockwave attack that will basically fuck you over. But yeah, there's a purple moss clump there. I guess you can say that these guys are basically turning into the tree people later on. So, they are still kind of made of, tree matter, but anyway. We will continue in this direction just to pick up a set? Are we picking up a set by going this way? I don't know, I can't remember, but there is something going on over here first. We ultimately want to be going in that direction, but there is stuff going on over here as well. You can seriously get through this place super quickly by not having to kill any of these enemies, but I may as well do it while I'm here. How about I do that? I'll go two-handed. I was thinking that I would... The reason why I went was because I was thinking that I wasn't going to be able to kill you there, but... hit you. Not kill you, but hit you. Sometimes I just say dumb shit like kill when I mean hit, but anyway. You are not dropping anything. This guy's armor set, funnily enough, drops in the regular Darkroot Forest, but it's kind of like an old version of the set. We get a new version of the set through here, so I guess it has better stuff going on. Oh yeah, this is a shortcut that we unlock later on, that's right. I think there might be something at the top here, I don't know. Yeah, there is. What is it? Guardian Gauntlets. Okay, so we pick up various pieces of the Guardian set. The Guardian set is basically the stone set, so see this thing over here, if I can bring you to it. I don't know what I'm saying. This here is the stone helm. This is part of the stone set. Basically, this is like a worn old version of the Guardian set. And now that we're kind of in the past, we can pick up the stone set, but before it gets old and crappy. Which is, called the Guardian set, as I was just trying to mention. You can go straight through there, find more of them if you want, but I think I've demonstrated them enough. I think I might just run through the rest of the area now. We will have a brief, meeting with Calamite. We're going to Calamite. And, yeah, it's going to be really fun, so check that out. That is pretty much like the strongest boss of the game. You can start attacking him if you want, but he doesn't give a shit. And that's kind of how Calamite works. He's just really powerful. I'm pretty sure he's more or less like the strongest boss in the game. He's stronger than Gwyn at the very least. Honestly, fuck Gwyn, he's an idiot. Oh, let's kill you. Oh, I guess I'm going to miss out on you, am I? No, I'm not. It's very nice. Of course, in true Dark Souls style, as opposed to Demon Souls style. Can you leave me alone? Oh, I'm going to get fucking hit by that. Thank God I can shield it. I was kind of tempted to do a double Estus there. Kind of not used to having such a large Estus flask. well, not large Estus Flask, but such a large health bar. It is quite considerable, I must say. It's pretty good, but it allows me to take more damage, as you can tell. Yeah, it is a benefit in that way. Just keep it away from you so you can do your thing, and it won't do damage to me. You know, if I'm far away, that is. Alrighty, I'm going to kill you, and yeah, bye. You are going to give me Twinkling Titanite. Okay, it's actually worth killing you guys, it seems. Anyway, we will continue over this way. I might as well get another piece of the Guardian set while I'm hanging around. Speaking of hanging around, you need to, like, stop hanging around. You need to disappear. So, oh, hello. You're following me as well. These guys with the secateurs, or the clippers, whatever you want to call them, like giant secateurs, but the deal with them is that they can actually, like, repeatedly hit you within a short space of time, and it hurts, and it sucks. So, yeah, be careful. There's another item over there, it looks like, but... Oh, hello. I might as well kill you, seeing as though you're here. All of these guys suck, actually. They can hit you for a decent amount of damage within a short space of time with, like, multiple hits. Like, those guys can jab, and the other guys can, like... I don't want to use this onomatopoeia, but... Yeah, I'm not going to use it. I was going to use it, but then I wasn't going to. If you know what I was going to use, or have a concept of what I was going to use, then I think you might understand why I chose not to do it. It is extremely juvenile and pathetic. It's some of the worst onomatopoeia that exists in the English language. But anyway, do that jump there. It is a requirement to get this piece of armour. That is the Guardian Helm. You can kind of compare it to the Stone Helm. I should be able to compare it pretty closely here. You can see that it's the same set, but this is just a better version of it. And it seems to weigh more, I guess that makes sense. So it has more defense and weighs more, so that's pretty much how the Guardian set works. I don't know which one is generally more favoured. I suppose the Guardian set would be more favoured. You'd hope it'd be better, wouldn't you? But anyway. There is an Elizabeth mushroom that we can pick up through here, I think. I can't really remember what the Elizabeth mushroom does. I think we get ambushed here. It looks like a real ambush point, doesn't it? But anyway. Elizabeth's mushroom. Elizabeth is actually an asshole, just letting you know, but anyway, we want to continue around this way, kind of avoiding the chasm. I think we can just jump over here and avoid the chasm. We don't actually need to cross it, we can just continue in this direction. We didn't need to do that. However, if you want pieces of the Guardian set, you can do that. Or rather, you need to do that. But, yeah, you can kind of run through here if you want to. Having to deal with all these guys kind of sucks, but I'm just going to kill them anyway. It's kind of good to get there. Come on, pick it up. There you go. Good to get their moss clumps anyway. Okay, I'm just seeing where the easiest way to go is, because I don't want to deal with a crapload of these guys at the same time. You can see they're just kind of casually clipping the trees. They're not really meaning any harm. What we're going to do is we will head over this way. Oh, there's a lizard that I may or may not be able to reach. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. Oh, no. You choose not to run off the edge, which is a good thing. I can get more Twinkling Titanite. Do you know how much Twinkling Titanite I have right now? I think that makes, if I'm correct, maybe 22. Do I have 22 now? 24! Jesus Christ, I picked up even more than I thought. That's insane. Okay, well, that's what's happening. I have a lot of Twinkling Titanite right now. Because remember, I did actually pick up a lot before with the intention of actually upgrading the Ornstein set, and, you know, that just didn't come to pass because you can't upgrade the Ornstein set. So, yeah, that just didn't happen. And so I have a lot of Twinkling Titanite waiting to be used, so I might have to try and find a good Twinkling Titanite weapon or something? I don't know. But, could be a nice plan. Kill you. Yeah, you're not using the stone set, you're using the Guardian set, okay. Good to know. I was thinking maybe he was using the stone set. There you go, the 4-pronged plow. This is actually a decent spear. Doesn't have the best range in the world, but it does have a good strong attack. I'll show you what it is. What are the scalings of this thing? Yeah, it's more or less normal spear scaling. So you can see its range is a bit shit. It's actually okay. It looks shit, but it's actually not the worst in the world. But it has a good strong attack. It's not this one, it's the two-handed, isn't it? Oh, what the I was thinking of something a little different, but I guess I did remember that there was something funny going on with this attack. That's good. I'm just going to keep doing that because that's very, very funny. You can do some entertaining things with this. Like you just go, oh, and then you do weird stuff. Anyway, sorry. I guess I'm easy to entertain, but I'm sure I'm laughing at this at a stage in the game's lifespan that is kind of sad to be laughing about it in, but or during. And can we get this item? I think it's another part of the. No, it's not another part of the Guardian set. basically the individual pieces of the Guardian set are just like hanging around this area. We may or may not get it for our strength build. I'm not too sure what armor set I want to use for my strength build. I haven't done a strength build in Dark Souls for a very, very, very long time. So I can't even remember what I typically use as a strength armor set. I suppose the best sort of armor set you can use for a strength build would probably be Havel's set, but, you know, it's up to you whether or not you want to use it. It's a bit boring to me to use Havel's set, but it is one of the best sets in the game, so there you go. Maybe not the best for defense, but definitely the best for poise, so yeah. Basically, when we stand on here, this creates a shortcut, so we won't have to go that big long way again. We can return to this position here and go back to the bonfire if we want, because, you know, we're going to be fighting the boss soon. So, I think... Wait, where? Where do we go again to get to the boss? Let's see if I can remember. Oh, no. I'm completely misplaced. I am completely misplaced right now. This is not the first time I've done this. This is not the first time at all. So there's another one that is in that tower that links up to the place that I was in before. God damn it. I'm telling you, I have made the same mistake before. I think last time I did a Let's Play, I made that mistake back in 2015. I was thinking, yeah, I'm back in the... Oh, wait, I'm not. Okay. So this unlocks the shortcut. Once we ride this up to the top here, we will be back to where we were before. Oh, okay. So I'm not going to go and get more Estus flasks because, you know, I'm pretty well leveled for these areas. This guy here is a good vendor in the DLC area. He's nice. He sells some good stuff. I guess yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to purchase some items. You can kill this guy for his armor set if you're interested. He does hold 6 humanity, which is good. You know, it's good to be able to buy humanity if you are dying a lot. But anyway, so yeah, basically the idea is that if you keep dying, you keep losing your humanity. I did actually have some humanity on hand back when I was going through New Londo, but off camera I did get 2 of its soul sucked out of me by those stupid dark race. It was annoying, but that's why I lost that 2 humanity that I had in my counter before. But anyway, we do have 5 at the moment because I did consume some to get higher discovery rate, which is, I guess, an additional 80 points into that. But anyway, I'm going to stick with the Murakumo here because it is currently my best weapon. Don't really want to use anything else. I could alternatively use the Demon Spear to have greater range, which could be a plan, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I was just kind of proposing a possibility, but yeah, I'm going to play this cutscene simply because this is probably one of my favourite cutscenes in video game history. It's great. It's a fucking good cutscene, this one. Really, really intimidating. Back in 2012 when I saw this for the first time, I was just like, oh, this guy means business and I need to be very fucking careful. And I wouldn't say that that's necessarily incorrect. This guy does fuck with you if you allow him to. But yeah, this is the only cutscene that I'm properly playing in this playthrough, I suppose. But it's a cutscene that deserves to be played because it's one of the best ones ever. And then he just like throws the corpse at you. And then you enter the fight, and then you're like, oh, okay. Hi, Artorius, don't kill me, please. But anyway. You can see that he rolls around a lot. He's very fast moving. His armor set is pretty... I don't think it's that light. This is a pretty heavy sort of armor set. It's more like mid-range, kind of like the Silver Knight set that I have here. But at the same time, he's moving very quickly regardless. Oh, let's hit him out of this. I think we can hit him out of this with a weapon like this. Can we do it? Oh, that was a bad idea. I need to get to him a lot quicker than that to be able to do that. Please, like, leave me the fuck alone, will you? Okay, so I need to get ready to shield this. Because we do have a good shield, we can hide behind it, because, you know, we're losers like that. We hide behind shields. Instead of fighting head-on, you know, don't hide behind your shield, man. Just fight me like a man. Oh my god. You can see that this boss is indeed kind of difficult to deal with in terms of his fast-moving nature. So, I mean, I personally do fast rolls against this guy. That's how I usually fight him. Double, double, double. Okay, there we go. It looked like we didn't take damage there, but we actually, like, got that damage dealt to us immediately after we got it back. Yeah, I usually do have more healing wares against this guy, but yeah. I'm going to try to be really careful with him here. Oh, that is... Jesus, he is... Yeah, wow. Because he is so moving, I really don't use these sorts of tactics that I'm using here, you know, kind of mid-movement speed builds with shields, but... Fucking hell. I might have to... I mean, if that doesn't work, next time I give it a try, I will have to actually... try to fast roll with less defense, but anyway, that is the nature of Artorius. I just needed to kind of, you know, re-experience that. I was not prepared for that fight at all, to be fair with you, so, you know, I had a very small number of Estus Flasks, and I don't know, I did it because I could. I wasn't necessarily expecting to do that with any level of success, but yeah, death is what happened as a result of that. That's what happens when you're not prepared for boss fights in this game, you just die. So, yeah. I will see you guys back in the Artorius fight, and yeah, I'll probably have maybe 10 Estus Flasks instead of 5, so I'll go and do that now. I will see you guys in a moment. Alright, so we have returned to this thing here. We are bringing it back up. We are being tailed by some enemies, but yeah, this is much faster, of course, to get to the Artorius boss fight, as opposed to going that big long way we went before. So, we are going to give this boss another shot. I'm not hugely confident. I'm going to stick with the Mirakuma. I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll use the spear, but I think if I'm going to be hiding behind a shield, I'm going to have the exact same opportunities to fight, or to strike, rather. So I might as well choose the option that will be dealing the most damage, because otherwise I'm going to have a problem. So we will give it another shot. I won't actually talk during this. I think you guys can tell that when I'm actually focusing, I can play a little bit better. But anyway, yeah, as you can tell, the main deal with this guy is not letting him actually charge up, because when he does charge up, not only is he faster, he's probably dealing more damage as well. He's just a nightmare. So if you can get in there really quickly and knock him out of that, going two-handed, I would say two-handed strikes with a heavy-hitting weapon like this will probably consistently break his charge. So yeah, that's the Artorius boss for you there, and that's a decent amount of souls acquired after that. The soul of Artorius is definitely something that we are going to keep. I will actually double check online right now to see which of the two greatswords are hanging around. Like, I know there are two Artorius greatswords, but I'm going to see which one is going to be best for us, because I'm pretty sure that one of them is going to be really good for a quality build, so I will be with you in a moment once I have checked that out. Alrighty, so I just double checked to see what was going on there, and it seems that Sif's Soul actually creates the Artorius greatsword that scales with all four of those stats, whereas the quality weapon is what we will be able to create using the soul that we just got. And I'm not too sure if it's going to be worth it. It'll be good for a New Game Plus and above set, or build rather. But I'm not sure about now, because we're going to have to put 13 points into stats, two stats, which is intelligence and faith, in total, us personally, until we will be able to physically wield the sword, because the stat requirements for it are, I think, 20... Is it 22 strength, maybe 20 dex, and then 18 for both intelligence and faith? It could be 18 for dex as well, but I know that both intelligence and faith are 18 as the requirement, and you can see we have 12 intelligence and 11 faith. Not too bad, but could be better. I am not really liking that too much. That's a lot of, 13 points is a lot at this stage in the game, okay? Because we could be putting this into something completely different, and I think we'd be getting a better result. So I think I'm going to hold off on that Abyss Greatsword that we could possibly be getting. That might not even be that great anyway. It probably won't even be that awesome. I know that I use the regular Artorius Greatsword, the Greatsword of Artorius, which is created from the Sif Soul. I do remember making use of that in like a really high soul level set ages ago, because it has scalings in all of those stats. So it had like double C scaling on strength and dex, and then it had a double B scaling on both intelligence and faith. So like that's going to be a little bit better than a sword that's only doing double C scaling on strength and dexterity. I don't know, that's my personal opinion, but I'm not really too happy with that. It just doesn't sound very viable for me. I was thinking possibly we'd have another good quality weapon for our build, but I really don't think so. I definitely would get it if it didn't have those stat requirements in intelligence and faith, but unfortunately it does have those requirements, so I'm going to give it a miss. Well, that is pretty much all we're going to be doing in part 29. In part 30 we will probably go and take on Manus, possibly. It's a little bit against my better judgment, but I'll probably do it anyway because I'm an idiot. I'm just trying to think of what I need for Manus. Like, will I be able to take him on? Oh yeah, I still need to level up, let's go do that. So, do I need to... I do have a few souls that I think I can consume, so I might go and equip them here. Not just this, apparently. Guardian's Soul. I don't know. What the hell does the Soul of Ornstein creates the lightning spear, which I may or may not get. I already have a lightning spear, and I also have another crappy spear that I don't need, so which is the pike. But I mean, I wish it was better, but it's not. So I will add this into endurance, and that will be it. So now we're at 140 stamina, which is nice. And yeah, I think that's about it for this video, guys. So I will see you in part 30. And I suppose I will start recording it now, because why not? I just have a little bit under 20 minutes, so I suppose I'll just have to, record a little bit more than I really should, but we'll record that anyway. And that'll be the next video, so I will see you guys in part 30. See you then.